everyone, welcome back to my scrappy space. So today I'm going to go over a couple of page kits that I've put together getting prepared for Christy's 30 days of sketches, which will be happening March 1st. I will put her link down below. It is such an incredible way to try new sketches, and I just had a blast the last time I did it. I did some sketches that I never would have done, and I actually made a couple of pages. I did 2 of them because I love the sketch that much. And I almost said that every sketch I did, I love this sketch. So I encourage you guys to play along. So we had a couple of questions from people, and I know my desk is a mess and it's kind of driving me a little nuts, but you know what? It's okay. I'm having a lot of fun just being creative, and I've been working on a different bunch of things. And you know what? As I'm sitting here, I just looked over at my desk. This is the great thing about having little things around you, is I just looked over and look, these go perfectly. Not necessarily this one, but this one does. Love it. Sorry about that. Totally randomness there, huh? Anyways, we had some people asking about page kits and what they were and what goes in them. And one of the things that I really loved, it was the scrapbook room. And I still love it. It's just that I got so many stacked up against me that I'm like, okay, Donna, you need to put it on hold for a little bit until you can work your way through it, and then you can go back to it as you work your way through it. So I'm going to show you a scrap room kit minus this bow, and it'll kind of give you an idea what sometimes kits come like. So the scrap room kit would either come with a sticker sheet, or it would come with 1/3 of a pack of ephemera, some washi sheets, that type of thing. So this is an example of one of the scrap room kits, and I believe this was Photo Play. I don't see a date on here. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. But what they generally came with was, like I said, either a sticker sheet or a 1/3 of ephemera pack, or whatever. And so this is the sticker sheet. Here are 3 pieces of pattern paper, so you could just use whatever you wanted. This is so pretty. And then it usually came with 2 pieces of cardstock. Now I am going to throw this in as part of my collections to be using for the 30 days of sketches, and I'm pretty much going to leave that alone, except for minus the little bow that I just found. But I also wanted to show you another one that I will be using as well. So hold on. I got a whole bunch of things stacked all around me. So here's another one that came. Now I did take a piece of the cardstock out of this already, but here are the 3 pattern papers. This is just so cute and adorable. It looked like I was prepping it for something because all of the branding strips are cut off. And then here was like a washi strip page. Here, let's try to do this a little bit different, since you can't really see the, I'll grab this cardstock here. And then here are some of the ephemera pieces that it came with. Now you can pull from your own stash as well. You don't have to use these, but I think it's kind of fun and challenging just to do what they gave you, because you really can complete a lot with what they gave you. And it's not just for one kit or one page. So this is another kit from the scrap room. So that was just some of the things that people are using that have been already pre-purchased, but this is not what I'm going to be using 90% of the time, but I did want to get a couple of these in because, like I said, I'm working my way through them. So let's start with the first one that I put together. Now you remember that I had a little cheat sheet here, and there'll probably be some glare here and there, guys, so, because I have them put in my baggies here. So I had a little checklist, and this was just some of the things that I wanted to kind of remind myself to look at. And so I have one of these little, what do you call it? Yeah. my words are just completely gone. But I cut these in half, got them from the dollar store, and I just made notes. So this is a Halloween one. I want to make a spider web with my cut file because I have my maker that I got from for Christmas, and I'm afraid to use it. Do you guys ever get some and then you're like, oh, I'm a little afraid? So anyways, this was just a bunch of Project Life stuff that I had. Here's some scraps. I just threw them in here. A couple of branding strips. And then I went ahead and put some enamel dots in there, just kind of going through my little list. Now I don't have stickers or embellishments. The thickers I'm gonna put to the side here. I know that I'm gonna probably use black if I don't find. So this isn't all inclusive. This is just to kind of get my thoughts going. And then the enamel dots, I thought this was so fun because these are square. And I probably, like I said, I'm going to do a cut file, so this one is going to have a little bit more prep before I can actually use it. And I know this green is super bright, but if I use it in a very, very, very tiny manner, then it's going to work really well. And I can use some of that bright green paper. So that is one of my page kits. Now we'll just keep on going here. Here's a couple more. Now, I went ahead and put this in here because I wanted to show you guys. I'm just making notes, but I wanted to show you this is the stamp set that I'm going to be using, but I'm just going to put the word fishy stamp, and then I will put this back so that I know where it is. I have all of my stamps over to the side, and I was actually only going to do one page kit with this paper, and then I ended up doing two. So this was the original paper here, this one and this blue one. And then I have these old Project Life cards, and then I really challenged myself to use these as well last year, but I didn't get through them, as you can tell. So I just have these in a little box, and this usually goes in my my vending machine, which is also my Rascog cart. But I just put these here so that I would grab them and just throw them on here as I came across them. So I might use green or I might use the orange. So these are going to be my papers. Grab some cardstock, and then I went over to my stickers and I pulled these. Now, and these are more cutesy whimsical, so I may use some of these. But I also am going to throw in this stamp set. And then I put washi tape here so that I have a reminder to grab this washi. I'm going to use my banner punch. And then I also, this is a translucent Nuvo, and it kind of reminds you of bubbles. So I wanted to make sure that I made note of that. So I put that all on my little sheet here so that when I go to work on my next, on this layout, I'm going to grab all those things. And then I went ahead and put this one together as well, because I was going through my stickers. I have a stack of stickers. Put my little piece of paper there to separate it. Here are some colors that I thought would go well. And this pink, maybe, oops, just a second. I just dropped something in my garbage, and I do not want that to be in my garbage, you guys. Sorry. Because I'll forget. That was an old sketch. Excuse me. So anyways, I pulled these colors, this blue and this yellow and this green, and I pulled these stickers. Not all of these stickers go, but some of them do, and I pulled these out of my little stack here. And then I do have my enamel dots. These are my enamel dots, and I have them separated by color. I did that before. I saw how wonderful Janet did it the other day. And I just have this little box, and so it's going to be super easy for me to pull whether I want yellow or green or whatever color I want. So I do have that box there, and I'm not quite sure what color I want to use, so I just didn't put anything in there. So there's my cardstocks, and then here's my pattern paper. So there's another page kit. Okay, so now this is a love one, little Valentine-y one, and I actually have a photo that I grabbed when I was going through my stuff here. Sorry, I just dropped my little page kit. And it's a picture of my husband and my sons. I don't know that he really wants to show that. We got him some boxer shorts for Valentine's Day. But, so, this is the pattern paper that I have. I did go ahead and grab this green and this gray. And like I said, the green will probably just be a super thin amount just to bring in some of that color. And then since I am scrapbooking my boys, I wanted to bring more of the masculine colors in. Here are some Project Life cards that I thought I would cut out. The little banner. Oh, and look at this. They're like, oh, shocking. So I just brought these in. I'll probably cut this out for a journaling square, just a tab maybe. And then I pulled some more of these frames for photos, and I'll probably square these up if I use them. But just as a reminder. And then I went ahead and pulled some stickers. And then here was some, and I just stuck them to the package. And some enamel dots. And so there's my next page kit with a photo. So this one's all ready to go. And then this one I'm actually kind of super excited about. I have my little vending machine right over here that I keep repeating. I apologize. But it has been so fun to pull different things. I did not have any ephemera pieces for this paper. And I was like, well, I guess I can just let the paper speak for itself. And I did pull this. It's a little bit darker, but that's okay. We're not going to like psychoanalyze it. I think I can get it to you. I think I can get it to work. Excuse me. And then I went ahead and pulled some of these, and there's brown and yellow, and then this cream. And I know this yellow is a little bit brighter, but like I said, I think I can tone it down or just use a small pop of it. I'm not, 100% sure, but you just throw it in. And then when I was looking at my vending machine, I found these that I had fussy cut out of a piece of paper. Look at how perfect some of these go. I was just like, what? How awesome is that? I just love that. And then this E is from some foam thickers that I have had since probably the beginning of scrapbooking, to be perfectly honest. And I have kept them, and I'm like, Donna, you have got to use these. So, Jeannie Linguini, she talks about using a bash kit. And this is on my tray next to my bash kit. And the bash kit has been working. I look in that every single time that I do a layout, and I try to put at least one thing on. And you guys, I'm seriously using product out of my bash kit. It is amazing. I'm not going to show you my bash kit yet. I'm going to show you my bash kit and my vending machine all at the same time. And this E I just put in here as a reminder. Like Janet says, representation. So I just had to show you that because I was just so excited about it. Just kind of came together. And then here's my enamel dots that I threw in there. So, and then I also made a note to get a leaf, which I spelled wrong. Don't judge me. And a floral die for that. Oh, and that was the other one is, this was for the Valentine one. I need to get heart dies for that one as well. This goes in the same packet. So anyways, there's that one. So just a minute. So this next one that I have, it's a super old pattern. So I pulled this cardstock here so that I can get some stability behind it. And then I have that. Here are some enamel dots. Those just look so good together. And then I wanted to pull in my honeycomb stencil. And then I want to use my octagon punch and maybe a floral die, maybe. But as I was writing that this morning, I have I've been going through 2 of these containers that I have. They're kind of similar to this size. And I remembered that I had found these Bow Bunny dies. And these are not perfect, but I think I can make these work, you guys. So I'm like, so excited. And so now I just totally want a scrapbook. So I pulled these out, and I don't even know if I've even looked at these before now, which is really sad to say. So I threw those in there, and I made the notes that what else I wanted to pull out. And then this stuff I'll just have next to me. So there's that one. Then the last one that I was going to do, I pulled it out and I looked at it, and I am not inspired at all. I'm not. I love the paper, I love the cardstock, but I don't know what I want to do with it. So I just wanted to share with you, sometimes you'll get there. Some things will just pop, 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 pop for you. And then other times you'll pull something and you'll look at it and you just have no vision at that time. So I encourage you not to get discouraged. I'm just going to set this aside. I have a really, really good start to some page kits. I'm going to put them together. I'm going to go start looking at photos and putting those together. And I'm not going to stress about this one because I do know that eventually I will come back to it and I will work on it. But I just wanted to encourage you with that. Sometimes things will not just jive. And so it's okay. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions on building a page kit. I'm not an expert by any means. I just like to play with all my little goodies. And I thank you guys for watching. I hope you're out making memories and you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.